Hi guys, welcome to this special video. This special video will give you a free class in something I call trend flipping. It's an extension of the free flipper training I've given you. I thought I'd tell you about something that's very effective, very profitable, and a slight change on the flipper process that will make you a lot of money. So it's always good. And I'm going to give you a niche to actually use, and I'm going to give you all the keywords to use with it, and I've got a special offer to help you actually do this, because I want you to use this information. If you're going to watch this video, please use the information. Don't just watch it and sort of that's saying that, as long as you want to make money with Amazon. If you don't and you're just watching for fun, brilliant. But if you genuinely want to make money with Amazon and you've been holding off, take action on this stuff, because this is an extension of the flipper method. And for anyone that comes to me and goes, I've never made any money online with Amazon, I'm completely starting out and I need money fast, the method that I suggest to them is the flipper method, just because it allows you to get some cash in the bank, so to speak. And it is really effective, and you can actually just carry on doing that. Now in A's and Ultimatum, I actually tell you about two other business models that you can use, and it will depend on your time that you've got to give to this, the hours that you want to put in. The downsides of the flipper method is that if you're flipping sites, you don't own them, so you have to keep generating new sites. But I talk about this in A's and Ultimatum. I've got a very special offer for you to go with this training as well. What you want to do with this training is grab a notepad and a pen and paper, anything. You'll want to take notes to actually use this information. I'm going to give you a full walkthrough. I'm going to explain how trend flipping works, and more importantly, how you can use it to get going, making some money. And I've also got some help for you as well. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into it. If you've got your pen and paper ready, here we go. Trend flipping is, as you've probably guessed, taking very popular trends and using the popularity of them to then build sites. Now, you don't have to flip the sites. I recommend doing it and using it in conjunction with the flipper method, because you will make really good money. And it also allows you to get in a niche that has very low competition in terms of Amazon sites, and it allows you to get the sharehold before everyone gets in on the niche as well. Trend flipping, if you will, is taking advantage of a niche that's just about to explode, jumping on it, a bit like surfing, okay? Surfing the wave and profiting as well. And you can use it all year round. It does take a little bit of knowledge of how to actually find the niches. So I'll just give you some background on that before we begin, so you can find your own niches. I'll just whiz through it. Okay, so before I get into showing you the actual niche and the trend, one of the ways that I use to find trends and keep my finger on the pulse is Amazon itself. So you can actually look at Amazon and you can see what Amazon are promoting throughout the year. That works really well for seasonal stuff. Right now you'll find a lot of the stuff is like fitness niches and so on. It allows you to see what's going on. And Amazon will want to bring eyeballs onto the stuff that it wants to sell, and it will want to bring eyeballs on the stuff that's very popular at that time of the year. So the very first thing you can do is start off at Amazon and check what the sort of banners at the top are saying when you're browsing through Amazon, where it's trying to get you to look, because these are normally the niches that they want you to pay attention to. The other area is Google Trends. You've probably heard of a lot of Google Trends. People use it all the time. It is really great for jumping on niches. Now, it's a little bit tricky, because if we look through Google Trends, you'll see all stuff, okay? Stuff going on in the world, and you know, what you really want to do is start thinking of really big sporting events, anything with products involved. You'd look at like advanced micro devices, Intel. You'd look for sort of stuff on Google Trends that would give you an idea of something that's about to become hot. Now, you just want to check it a few times a week and sort of keep your finger on the pulse, and you'll be able to see, for instance, Avatar. I'm not sure what's going on, but you can see as well past 24 hours, you know, if there was another Avatar film coming out and you could get the date just as an example, and there was Avatar products, that would work really, really well for a niche. Blizzard Entertainment, they make World of Warcraft, so you could look at what's going on. But initially, you're just looking through like the top 100 to see if anything catch your eyes, see what's going on, and that's a really, really great way of spotting trends. The other way that you can use is technology sites, because technology changes so much and so quickly. It's a great niche to use this technique with, because it just changes so fast. And one of my popular ways is to go to CNET. I'm on the UK version, but you just go to US, and you'll be out. Here we go. So United Kingdom. You just go to United States version. Don't know why it's not. Oh, here we go. US editions. And you go there, and then you'd look at the reviews, and you'd look for like new releases and so on. So as you go down the top categories, also as CNET is a news site as well, it sort of tells you what's happening in the world of technology. You can take a look at the top sort of news stories as well. So like AirPods for the iPhone 7 and so on. They would be a really, really great sort of, if you can see a sort of product that's becoming really, really popular, you look at the brand new sort of techie stuff, and that will help you. And the reason I showed you that is this is where I saw the niche that I'm actually going to give you. You've also got, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll find below a link going to a PDF to download, where I've given you all the keywords and a link to the actual product. And I'm going to show you how to actually use it to make money. So without further ado, here is the niche. It's going to be really, really massive, okay? And this is a perfect one for trend flipping. It is the Nintendo Switch. Now, the Nintendo Switch is a console, a new console by Nintendo. It's not been released before, brand new. It's coming out in early March, I think about March the 3rd, March the 4th, and it will be massive. I mean, anything new like this sells really, really well, and it's a perfect one to jump on. Now, let me open up your file so you can actually see what I've done for you. I've given you a link to the product, and I've also given you the keywords to target. That's very important. You won't find many keywords off a keyword tool when you're using trend flipping, because the niche will be new and keywords normally run a little bit behind, so you're going to have to it normally runs a little bit behind, so you have to know the sort of things that people will type in. Now, to find the keywords, before I show you that, what you do is you go to Google, type in Nintendo Switch, which is your sort of hub keyword, if you will. That's the main thing. You can see all the news articles starting out on it as well. Nintendo Switch to be available for launch date. You can also see Nintendo Switch. The stack of keywords, as I call them, or LSI keywords, is a great. Here we go. So people are the amount of searches, don't worry about it. It's because it's new, so it will take a while to catch up. But you can see here that one of the key phrases that's related is people Nintendo Switch pre-order Amazon. You definitely want to use that one. Nintendo Switch Amazon. Okay, Nintendo Switch review. Nintendo Switch release date, price. And these are all key phrases. I've done them all for you, which ones I recommend. Here they all are. These are the key phrases that I recommend predominantly that you build the site under. You've also got the accessories there, like the console case, the starter kit, the charging dock, and a game as well, but you could add in more games as well, and it would be a really, really quick way of actually building the site. And the main emphasis on this is that you're trend flipping, so you're building the site to flip it, but because you will build the site and get ranked relatively quickly if you build the site properly, which I'm going to talk about now, you'll get ranked relatively quickly, and then what you want to do is get a few sales in and flip it almost straight away, or not straight away, but keep it for a good month, maybe a month and a half, and then flip it, and it will do really, really well, because of the strength of the niche and the fact that you're going to be there straight at the launch. The site will have gained some sort of exposure and won't have that much competition, and you can really, really take advantage of that. Now, in terms of building the site, the main thing that you want to remember is you need a proper site. Okay, you need a proper site. I'm not on about just get it and get a site builder software and then just build a Nintendo Switch site. That really won't help you, in my opinion. One, because you can't flip it for good money. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Two, it's not going to rank. And three, it's really just a waste of time, because everyone's going to do that. And I know it sounds silly, because I know these software programs are out there, but in my opinion, you want to actually write the content. You want to keep it really, really simple for a really simple guide. You want to make sure that when you're doing your content, you want to make sure that the key phrase that you're targeting, you write content. You write a good intro. You write what you're going to tell them. Then you tell them the stuff, give them a good review, and answer the main questions about, in this case, the Nintendo Switch. What is the Nintendo Switch? What age ranges is it for? How many games are there for it? What sort of price? And you can get a lot of these, this will work really well. You can get a lot of the stack of key phrases in with your first article, like Nintendo Switch overview. The first thing we'd like to tell you is about the Nintendo Switch release date. We also want to give you an idea on where to get the best price on the Nintendo Switch, and we're going to tell you where you can pre-order it. There are also Nintendo Switch bundles available, and one of the best games for it is Mario Kart 8. There's some accessories available. So you see what I'm doing here. If you write your content like that, you will get really, really good rankings. That's what you want to do. So you want to make sure that you write your content, proper content. Make the content anything from 500 words up. I recommend nearer 1,000 if you're really going for this. Make sure that you structure the content well. Make sure that you put a call to action going through to the Nintendo Switch, through to Amazon, the Nintendo Switch page, on the top, the middle area, and the bottom, with a strong call to action. Okay, and that will make sure that your site's not too spammy, just really, really simple, keeping it simple. And then you want to make sure that all your content links through to relevant content. So when you're writing content for each one of these key phrases, make sure that they all entwine. Okay, like this site that's ranking, making sales, the gaming chair site. Make sure that all the content entwines. You don't have to worry too much about being an SEO genius or anything like that, because it's a new niche. You will have competition of Walmart and so on, but for the review key phrases, for pre-order, and that, all of those phrases, you will really get good rankings as long as you build a proper site. Remember, it needs to be built on a proper theme. I recommend the Genesis theme. It needs to be real content, real links, and really written for people. Don't just write it saying get this in a few lines. Really put some time into this. Aim to write an article a day, and you will be laughing. You will be in a really, really good position. Then what you want to do is you want to take your content, make sure that you do YouTube videos. Again, I'm not on about spamming YouTube. I'm on about real videos that add quality to your site. So you can see here on this one of my easiest ways I suggest doing the videos is actually just talking them with a good screen recording software like Camtasia, like the one I'm using, and just answer questions. So you could do question and answers for the Nintendo Switch. Do not upload hundreds of videos to YouTube and just spam it. I'm not on about that. I'm on about structuring your site, doing it properly, okay, with the emphasis on, instead of trying to do as much as you can all in one day and getting knackered and then sort of getting done for spamming, what you want to do is just post one video a day, but use all social media. So you want to use in Facebook, you want to use in Twitter, you want to use in Pinterest, you want to use YouTube, and you want to use it all in conjunction that links back to your good site with good content on, where the content all links together. And this will put you streets ahead, honestly, of most people building sites, because most people won't go to these lengths. Yes, it is a lot of work, but part of the reason this works so well is because you only have so many trends that actually happen. It's not a trends don't come every day. You want to make sure that you jump on these trends and take advantage of them, and this is a perfect example. So once you've done that, what you want to do is make sure, really important here, before you start with the social media stuff, when you've got the site up and running, you want to make sure that you have stack counter on the site. You want to make sure that you can see where your traffic's coming from. If you can't see where your traffic's coming from, I'm not on about just in, I'll just show you. So if we go in the dashboard of this gaming chair site, I'm not on about, you can get tools on your site that will give me an overview of how many views a page or post has. It's great to look at a glance and think, oh yeah, that's done well, and that's got a lot of views, but that won't tell me, if that's had 546 views, it doesn't tell me how targeted those views are. You need to have Stack Counter or Google Analytics. In fact, if you're using the Flipper method, I recommend using Google Analytics, because it's like the industry standard. It will be easier when you sell the site. Stack Counter is absolutely fine too. That gives you that's the one I use, and it gives you a really good look at exactly who's viewing your site. Then you want to look at, once you keep doing your social media stuff, getting the site out there, you want to add in some press releases as well to go coincide with the launch, because that will really help. If you've got a few press releases out there when the actual product launches, it's only going to be good. You're going to get loads of traffic. That traffic in turn will help your listings and do really well. But you need to make sure that you've got the traffic stats. Look at the pages and the posts that are getting the traffic, and look up. Okay, so here's the thing. If we go here, Nintendo Switch, okay, let's say that I had Nintendo Switch review, and that was a page on my site that was getting a lot of traffic. I then want to make sure that I use the stack of keywords from that phrase. Here we go, Nintendo Switch hands-on review. I could put a YouTube video there. Nintendo Switch review YouTube. I could use those two keywords together and put a video review. You want to make sure that you use these stack of keywords and get another page or post on the site and link it back to your original. It will help your site to rank. As long as you've got good content, good linking, you don't need to be a master, okay? You just need to do the stuff and have a good quality content on your site. And if you do that, then what you want to do is, once the site's rolling and you're making sales, you don't need masses of sales. I'm on about literally, you start making sales. You start making a few sales a day. Then you want to keep it rolling, keep doing it, go on for a good, I'd say for 2 weeks to a month, and then you want to flip it. Sounds like a long time, but honestly, when you look at, I've just loaded up Flipper here, when you look at the prices that really simple Amazon affiliate sites sell for, there's one here that I found earlier, really simple, Orange juicer machines, and you can see $1,100. It's still got 6 days left. It's making $384 a month, and you can see here that 85% of the traffic comes from organic search and 12% actually comes from direct. So you can see it's all from search engines. And if you go to the site, you can see well set up, just a good, no software site, no like push button thing or anything like that, just done properly with good links going through to the content. That's what you want to focus on, proper stuff, hard work, okay? But it's the only thing that works. And this is what you want to do. You want to get into the consistency of actually getting it down, just so you're doing a page a day, and that will really work for you. You can see all the sites on here: digital piano review, normal site, best infrared heater, $2,201. You can see that all of them are like proper sites, and that is really what you want to do. And what I mean, again, if I just show, so infrared heater, if we go here, looks like they had a high reserve on this, but look, $2,201, 9 bids. And let's look at the site. So if you load up the site, best infrared heater reviews and comparison, even comparison spelt wrong, okay, but the site's making money. And you can see again, good content linking through to relevant content. And that is, honestly, if you understand that point, look, recent posts, good content, infrared heaters, how do they work, product reviews. And if you take this information and you actually do this with the Nintendo Switch, stick a banner on it and so on, and make it look nice if you want, but that's not your main aim. Your main aim is the speed, because it's a really good trend to jump on. And if you've watched through this and you've been sort of taking notes and you're still at a loss, what I'd like to do is offer you some help, specifically for this video. Is you've got the bonuses here. You've got 3 days for the bonuses for the Aizen Ultimatum offer, where I show you step by step how to build a profitable Amazon site and actually build your first 30-page site for you. What you could do, you've got 2 options here, but I'd like to include some extra help for you. You could either have your 30-page site built in the Nintendo niche in an effort to flip it and make some really good money. That's the way you could do it. You don't have to do that. Or what I'd like to do is, if you're going to use this training and you're going to use the keywords that I've given you here, if you're going to actually do it, I'd like to include, with all the bonuses below, I'd also like to include some trending flipper training personal to you. So if you decide to take advantage of this training video and you decide to get Aizen Ultimatum and learn how to build the sites properly, and you want to get all the bonuses, I will also include another bonus for you. And what it will include is support to actually carry out this method. I will build you a plan specifically for this method. So if you're looking to take advantage of the Nintendo niche and really get this down, you could again have me build the 30-page site for the Nintendo for you, or you could do it yourself, but you will get training where I will actually show you how to allocate your time to this, build the plan, and I will answer any questions you have while you're doing this, while you're actually building your Nintendo site, and I will actually help you with that. And you will obviously get access to the full 6-week training course, Aizen Ultimatum, and all of these bonuses. All you have to remember with that is to use your code. So you get all these bonuses. You're also going to get the extra the extra offer to you. Again, if you want to use my knowledge for the Nintendo niche and take advantage of that, and you're going to build a Nintendo Switch site, what you can do again is have me build the 30-page site for you, or and I will anyway, so I can build the site for you and give you the training. But if you wanted to do it yourself as well, you will have training. The training is a personal video to you that actually shows you how to allocate your time, goes more in depth into this, and shows you how to take advantage of actually getting this done. As soon as you get this, you will get access to A's and Ultimatum anyway, and I will be in touch on your email about the Nintendo Switch training. All I will do is ask you a few questions, like how many hours do you want to give to this, how soon do you want to have the Nintendo Switch site done, and I will suggest a way. If you say to me, I haven't got much time at all, I will suggest building the 30-page Nintendo Switch site for you, because you get a free 30-page site with A's and Ultimatum, so we can use that. If you've got the time to do it, I will actually do another video for you that will be personal to you, that shows you how to allocate your time, the keywords, get the domain name, what theme to use, and give you that one-on-one help. So it's a really, really great offer, if I do say so myself, because you get all these bonuses as well, and you get to take advantage of a really, really good niche where, to be honest, you don't see really good niches that you can jump on, like really, really good trends. Now, another way you can do this is use seasonal trends. That always works well. But any big product like iPhone 7, stuff like that, you want to be all over. It's a really, really great time. It's like Christmas. It's a really great time to take advantage of a really, really good niche and get something out there and get making money. I will also, just to include in the offer, I will also help you when you go to flip the site, the Nintendo Switch site that you're building. If you decide to get A's and Ultimatum, I will also help you with the listing for the flipper listing, because to make sure that it sells. All you have to remember, if you want to take advantage of it and get that extra offer and all the bonuses, when you go through, you'll go through here. The video will start. By all means, you can watch that. But when you go through to grab the offer, make sure that you enter your coupon code, which is secret, and click on apply. That will say success, and then you will be able to get in for $9.95. That includes all of the bonuses, and it includes that extra Nintendo Switch training personal to you. If you've already got A's and Ultimatum and you're watching this and you want to take advantage of the training, let me know. Send me an email and I will send personal training to you for it, so you're not missing out. But for those of you that aren't in yet, I honestly believe it's the best Amazon affiliate training course. You get a 30-page authority site built for you straight away, and you get 6 weeks of training, and it gives you the business models that will allow you to make money. You can go for quick money like the flipper method, you can go for residual income, you can go for like big money rather than quick money like authority sites. But if you're struggling, if you want it all laid out for you, take advantage of this and get the extra training and the bonuses before the timer runs out. You will find this page underneath the video, or in your email, but it will go through to this page. Remember also that you'll get all these bonuses and the extra Nintendo Switch training, and you will get the discount. Remember the discount. So you can see here, remember to enter the coupon secret. Make sure that you get in before the timer goes, and that offer is valid, and I'd love to help you actually put this stuff into action. I can't stress that enough. I know people say this and it's just another YouTube video, but if you actually do it, you will make money. You don't even need to get this. If you take what I've just said and do it to the best of your ability, I've no doubt you'll make money. If you want the help and you want the training and you want the extra training, Nintendo Switch, grab this and let's go for it. Okay guys, I will speak to you soon. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got something from it, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys.